Good?
Thank you. Good.
Hey, Hunnies, welcome back to the podcast. We're going to have a little quickie tonight, a little Tuesday night quickie. We're going to do things a little fast, a little furious, a little bang-a-rang bass. Remember that song? Bang-a-rang. First I bang, then I rang. Aaron just sat his naked ass on...
Don't tell me.
I'm going to tell him. Aaron is fully naked, and he just sat his naked ass on the coffee table.
You have no pants on.
That's uncalled for. You can't call me out like that. You can't call me out like that. Just because I have wet hair doesn't mean I'm not a sophisticated lady. A put together pal, a nice gal from your hometown. Do you guys like the opera? We like the opera. We like going to the opera. The opera is very fun because you never have any idea what's going on. But these people seem really distressed, and it's fun to watch. I don't know if there's any operas where people aren't in distress. From what I understand, you have to be like on a boat trying to find like a new land and really furious with a bunch of men, or you have to be like really wanting to get married, but then this one girl like stole all your money. So like modern day problems, but definitely worth seeing. The only time I ever saw though a show that had 2 intermissions, it was an opera. 2 intermissions.
Oh yeah.
2 intermissions. There were some people who died at the first intermission and were cremated at the second. There were so many old people there. I was like, how are these 95-year-olds able to do this? I mean, absolutely no sense. 2 intermissions for a 3-hour-long show too. You had to basically pry these old men and women out of their seat.
Is that just for money?
For dust. What?
Is that just for money?
Like to sell at the bar?
Yeah.
I think it's because people genuinely need to stretch their legs because theater seats are so uncomfortable. They've always done that. They've always made theater seats just like the worst thing ever. They're like, get in there and prove you like the arts.
They're expensive. They should be.
What do you mean?
The theaters themselves are expensive. They should be like better
I know, but a
seats.
lot of them are old. And so a lot of them kind of
theaters.
come from a time where they were like, everyone. And the thing is, people
Yeah.
have gotten bigger.
Dude, old people had no asses. I mean, old back in the day.
People had no ass, first of all. Second of all, everyone was shorter. Like we have gotten so much taller through the generations and bigger because of the hormones in milk, apparently. Someone told me this. That's why there's girls getting their periods a lot younger.
You got the heavies.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're not gonna. But yeah. People are just maturing at younger ages now. It's really insane. Because of the hormones in milk, apparently. Milk.
I got my period at 10.
You got your period at 10?
Yeah.
You're still getting your period every 5 days. Your cycle is 5 days.
Oh, 5-day cycle.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Every single week we have at least one time where Aaron's on his period and then he's ovulating and then he's in his luteal phase.
My tired guy.
He's always hungry in his luteal phase. So half the week. Ugh, cycles are so unfair. I can't wait till I'm ovulating again. In a week I'll be ovulating. Woo! And I'll be so hot and funny and cool. I'll have more hair. My hair will come back. Right now I have 3 strands. We're holding on for dear life. Feeling good. Feeling great. I really would love to know what it's like. I have some friends with beautiful thick hair. I would just love to know what it's like to hold it when it's wet. Because when I hold my hair when it's wet, I feel nothing. It's like a dick that's too small. You just can't feel it.
Why'd you look at me?
Just to launch you into luteal phase a little early.
Yeah.
I feel like you've had too much of ovulation.
Some women have the thickest hair.
I know. And it just comes out of their head like that.
Looks unnatural.
And sometimes they don't even use anything like good products or whatever. I'm out here oiling and friggin' doing whatever I can to get nice hair. And so for some people, it's heavy.
Yeah, like every strand is a rope in itself.
It's heavy. Mine isn't heavy. Mine is wispy. You can't feel it. It just kind of puffs up in a little cloud around me. It's like, ooh, it's kind of like a little
spaghetti
cloud.
hair.
Okay.
Rachel Murray did nail your hair in the picture for this podcast.
Yeah, it's true. I do have spaghetti hair.
Yeah, you got spaghetti Chad Kroger hair.
I'm Betty Spaghetti. I am Betty Spaghetti.
Who's Betty Spaghetti?
Betty Spaghetti is this toy that I had with like these bendy arms, and she was just like
just spaghetti hair.
Betty Spaghetti. Yeah, and she had spaghetti hair. She's a spaghetti girl.
Spaghetti hair.
Betty Spaghetti. She wasn't even Italian.
That's stolen
Just a
valor.
white girl. Yeah. Is it cultural appropriation?
100%.
No.
Have spaghetti hair?
Italians are always like, that's racist. And you're like, what?
No, Italians don't even get to say that. Italians are the one race
They will say it, though.
everyone can shit on openly and freely.
It's not a race.
The one nationality
Yeah.
that everyone shits on openly and freely.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
it's because
everyone's
you guys
like,
are
"That's
so loud and proud
hilarious."
about it.
I know.
Italians
we
are all like,
deserve it, 100%.
Italians. Like, I don't know anyone else who's that excited.
Italian Day.
I know. Commercial Drive just has a whole ass Italian day. There's lots of other types of restaurants on Commercial Drive in Vancouver. You know, there's Caribbean restaurants, there's Egyptian restaurants, there's a Cuban restaurant, whatever. But for some reason, the Italians took over and they were like, we need a day.
Mhm.
We need a full day. We need a parade. And you guys are going to bid on a Vespa and someone's going to win it. I don't know who, but it's going to be one of you sorry fuckers.
I wanted it.
Get out here. I know you didn't win it. You were really trying to manifest it. You're like, I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
I wonder if manifesting works for winning things. No.
Yeah.
No.
It tracks things.
I'm sure it works for winning, like, in general, I guess, winning in life. I don't know.
Ask
I don't know if I believe
DJ
in
Khaled.
DJ Khaled. I don't know if I can take it. I know I wanted someone naked. Naked.
I do like how the Italians put their day during Pride Month.
Yeah. They were like, we have pride too.
I'll show you Pride.
I'll show you pride. Yeah. Oh, you're fucking gay? Watch this. You stupid bitches.
Look how gay and Italian I am.
Oh, your flag is rainbow? Well, ours is fucking red, white, and green.
Red, white, and green, baby.
It is red, white, and green, right? I just had a moment. It was like flags.
It's the same as Ireland, but Ireland's orange.
Right.
Yeah.
One off.
Yeah. And Mexico has...
Flags are so weird. Who was like, we need a flag? We need a flag.
Flags change all the time.
I know, but why a flag?
But we have... Everything's a freaking image. Everything's a
I get
logo
having like
and
a
an
symbol. I get having a flower, an animal, like things that are native to that country. That feels like cool and neat. But to be like, no. We need a rectangle of cloth that we're gonna wave around, and it's gonna be just colors, and it's not gonna relate to anything. But when you see it, you're gonna know that it means this place. Argentina's flag is blue with just a sun in the middle. You can just make up whatever
white,
you want.
Light blue.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Mexico has an eagle killing a snake,
Important imagery.
holding something else, but in like an Italian flag.
Oh, see?
It's the Italian flag, but then the only difference is that it's got all this crazy stuff.
Japan, white, red dot.
Yeah.
Simple, clean.
Switzerland.
Very
it's
much.
Just, white.
Oh, yeah.
plus.
Yeah, it just looks like a Red Cross.
Yeah.
Looks like it looks like a hospital's coming, but it's not. It's just Switzerland. Some flags look fucked.
Yeah, it's Mexico's eagle killing a snake standing on a cactus within a wreath.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it's pretty badass actually. It's
Pretty cool.
pretty desert country, Wild West.
Yeah.
But who decided that we
America's
need
is pretty
flags?
cool.
America's is pretty cool.
It's pretty out there.
Unfortunately.
As far as flags go, it's
Yeah.
pretty like out there.
It's like we've got the fucking stars and the stripes, and there's 50 of the stars, and they're all in the corner. And
Some school teacher invented that,
really,
like not even that long ago.
wow,
And Canada's is not even that old. And Canada's is quite.
bad.
It's just our flag has had a moment.
Yeah, our flag is, and we're not talking about the cultural significance behind the flags, but in terms of just aesthetically, I think the flag is not the greatest. It's pretty.
really
It's
cute
pretty
and
elementary. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I don't know who invented that
A
flag.
lot of Canadian stuff is cute. I noticed that when the comedians for Just for Laughs would come in, because we do Just for Laughs in Vancouver in February, and then there would be a lot of comics that come from out of town, and a lot of them, I'd watch them on stage, and they'd always try to like riff on Canada. That would always be how they open, and they'd be like, Canadians are just so cute. Look at you little puppies in your purses.
Yeah, they make
Look
fun
at
of
you
us.
little tiny little poodles in your little ponds. Look at you with your loony toony little milkshakes. Like, I was like, you don't know anything. And they would try to do that to us as if that was going to make us laugh. And it's like, you being condescending to us and calling us little fucking stupid pets is not going to make us laugh. Like, obviously we're not going to be fucking thrilled about that. Like, or being like, the money that you've used every day since you were born, to me, is hilarious because it's the first time I'm learning about it. It's like, yeah, bitch, we've been using it.
We've been here.
I don't care. I don't care about this. Look, we know, we just know so much about what's going on in the States, and then they come here and they're like, I learned this for the first time, but because I'm from the States, I'm automatically better, and I can regurgitate it to you in a way that's going to make you be like, Fascinating. And guess what? A lot of those comedians, not fucking funny. Not fucking funny. They didn't start strong. If they got into their jokes, they would do better. But as soon as they were talking about Canada, bombing. Bitch, you're bombing.
Sometimes they love it.
This year, I particularly didn't see anybody do anything that I thought was interesting. The only time that I have is when Americans comment on something about Canada or the city of Vancouver in like an interesting way, in a way that makes us feel like related to, like anyone would.
Yeah.
But to be just like, oh, look at you and your little loony, toony little diaper wipey. It's like, shut up. I don't need you here to wipe my ass. Well, you know, you can fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't understand why we decided. I guess flags have been around for a really long time because it was like it was like earlier than that. In the Crusades and stuff, they always had flags, right? They always had flags for their kingdoms.
Yeah. Flags are like a military thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Flags are a military thing. And then now we were like, countries need them too for the whole country.
The guy who apparently came up with the U.S. flag was a naval flag designer, so that was a whole job.
A naval flag designer? That sounds like a Nepo baby fucking job if I've ever heard of one. That sounds like somebody was supposed to be in the Navy, but he wasn't good enough to be a Navy SEAL, but daddy was captain of the fucking Navy SEAls. And then he was like, no. You're still going to be in the Navy, but you're going to just doodle.
Draw flags.
You're going to doodle until we find one we like. You color in all these little rectangles, honey. Once you do a really good one, then you'll go down in history forever. That's some fucking Nepo baby shit. That's a stupid ass job. Flag designer? Naval flag design? No. Some jobs are just dumb. Some jobs people shouldn't have. Some jobs were made up. That is a made up ass job. Naval flag designer. You could have given it to a bunch of kids globally and been like, there's a contest to see who's going to make the American flag. And you would have gotten something way more interesting. I'm not saying that the flag is fine. It is cool, but it's not that cool. I think it's way cooler to have an eagle eating a snake on a cactus. It's a lot more Wild West, a lot more badass, a lot more yeehaw. If you ask me, a little woo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tumbleweed rolling across the desert, bouncing around. Oh, that snake. You thought that snake was king of the desert? You thought he was out here killing rats and mice? You thought he was just having a feast? Well, fucking psych, bitch. You thought you made it into a cactus, place you were safe. No one else is going to come into those thorns, but you can get in there because you can fucking slither. You can slither better than anyone else. Like a maze for you. You created a home in that cactus. You're fucking untouchable, on top of the world, baby. No one else can survive in this climate. And then, oh, fucking psych, bitch. Here's an eagle. That's right. If you think about the eagle being like the American symbol, the eagle eating the snake on the cactus, and their relationship with Mexico, wow, very poignant.
Wow, very poignant.
Could be very poignant.
It says the origin of the flag
Could be very
remains...
poignant.
The origin of the flag remains a mystery. The oldest flag discovered is made of bronze. And
bronze? How'd you carry that around?
I don't know. It was like on a stick. And it's from Shaddad, Iran, and dates back to 2400 BC.
It's Iranian, eh?
Iranian.
A bronze Iranian
It
flag.
features a seated man and a kneeling woman facing each other with a star in between.
Oh, that's kind of poetic.
Yeah.
That's cooler than a maple leaf.
And there's images of
Why was it bronze? Must have been so fucking heavy. It's like the sword and the stone.
Didn't have
Only one person can carry it.
fabric.
This guy.
It looks small.
Oh, it's tiny. It's a little wave it around.
Yeah, it's hard
Party,
to say
party.
why is that a flag and not a plaque.
Why do we need a flag? What's the point? And is it even a flag? If it's made out of bronze, how is that even a flag? Like what's a flag? And also, who named it flag? It sounds like you have a nasal congestion. Flag, the word flag, I've said it so many times. The word flag sounds like a slur, first of all, because we all know why. We all know what word it sounds close to. But flag also sounds like an old medieval wine drink. Have a glass of flag, you know?
It's
or congestion.
I think it's
Flag.
Germanic.
Flog.
Going back to Norse.
Okay.
Variant of Middle English flocker to flap flutter. Aren't you glad you asked that?
White people are so boring. White people are so boring. Any word that's derived from some sort of like Middle English stupid thing. It's always like to flit or flutter, to flee or flog.
Flog. Flogging is hit someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Don't flog a dead horse. That's what my mom would always say when I would run the point into the ground.
Like now.
Yep.
You're flogging this.
Yeah, flogging the flag thing. Flogging that flag. Flogging that flag good. Flogging the flags. Just milking it. Just seeing what we can get out of it. Is this content yet? Is this content? What's content? Is this it? Do you guys like this? Is this good for you? Is this good? Is anyone listening and making fun of this right now in a group chat? Hope so. Fingers crossed. That's what I've always hoped for.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. What a crazy wild night, eh? What a time. What a time.
Instagram has that feature now where you can like see if someone sent this to someone else.
Mm.
And I'm always just like, are they making fun of that?
Yes.
Someone.
I know, you can see how many sends it gets.
Yeah.
So I know.
That's scary.
Wild to me.
I think the move now is to screenshot it and then send it
Yeah.
so you don't show up.
But it's not going to show up anyway. You're just going to know that you're a number.
Yeah, your number. But still, then you know someone did.
I kind of like it. I'm like, yeah, talk about me, bitch.
Talk about me, bitch. They
I
could
like
be making
it.
fun of you.
What?
They could be making fun of you. I remember seeing
whatever.
podcast clips with more sends than likes because they're so like problematic, which is actually really funny. They're like, let's go into the group chats.
Definitely going into the group chats.
Yeah.
You got to be sending it to be like, look at this fucking loser.
I think your
I don't care.
clip got a lot of sends.
Yeah, in the real estate community.
Yeah, to the group chats, and they all have group chats.
I have a joke about real estate agents. I'm honest. I'm very sick of it now. I've been doing it for way too long. But there's a clip of it, and it really found the real estate community because it kind of blew up there.
One of your first
I
jokes.
love it. One of my first jokes ever. Yeah.
And it's kind of cool
I
that one of your
won't
first
stop telling
jokes
it.
got like 1 million views.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
It's really cool.
who has that kind of like foresight?
I don't know.
Like your first joke was a viral hit.
You love me so much. It's
No,
very
I'm
sweet.
not even just saying that.
Yeah, you're sweet to me. Sweet guy. I appreciate it.
I think it's interesting.
I always think whenever I'm feeling insecure because I'm like, because stand up in general or doing anything like this, like it does open you up to potentially, obviously, a lot of criticism. There'll be a gaggle of people being like, oh, what is this? This doesn't even make sense. This isn't even funny. And then there'll be a gaggle of people who are like, oh, I actually like this. I'm interested in this. And, both of those are fine, totally fine. Especially, I think if you're getting good at something, you just have to do it. Like you just have to give yourself permission to play. And we've talked about this on the podcast before. But if I'm ever feeling super insecure about it, what I'll always think of is Megan Thee Stallion, one of her lines when she's like, "I don't give a fuck who talk behind my back because a bitch knew better than to let me hear." And I'm like, yeah, if you're not saying any fucking criticisms to my face, I don't give a fuck. Keep talking. I don't care. Be sad and miserable. Because I don't spend a lot of my time talking shit about other people, so I feel good about it.
I wonder if shit talking feeds like someone's manifesting energy.
Of course it does. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't really know what qualifies as manifesting, and I don't know. I do. I think I believe in it.
It's like energy, right?
I do believe in it. I say I don't know if I believe in it because I don't know if I believe in the type of manifesting I see online a lot. Like it's so funny. You know, when we were like 10 or 11 years old and you used to send each other email chains that were like, forward this to 10 people or your cat will die. You know, someone will come out from under your bed tonight and kill you with a knife. And
that
you were
was really scary.
It was really scary. And so we would do it sometimes because we were fucking scared. It was like our first go around with threats on the internet. And it's so funny because my 11-year-old niece is doing it. She's sending me texts that are like, send this to 10 people, but they're not as intimidating because I think the next generation's a little softer. So they're just like, send this to 10 people or you won't get an iPad. And I'm like, oh my God, who cares about this? Like, whatever. But it is funny to see that kind of, like you got to manifest an iPad kind of thing by sending this to 10 people. And I do see that even a lot on like TikTok when I've been in bad places or when I've gone through like breakups or like situationships have ended, all of a sudden I'll get these like, save this sound and like this sound and interact with this post 3 times to claim this energy. And that's how you're going to manifest. And I think that's bullshit. That's just like content attention grabbing bullshit. Now, when I was in the throes of heartbreak, did I like and comment and save those posts and sounds? 100% I did.
You?
100% I did.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't fucking care, Aaron. You think that's cringy?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Can other people see that you liked it?
Who gives a fuck? What?
Can other people see that you liked it? Like your friends on TikTok?
No, they couldn't see that I liked it.
You always see that on Instagram.
No, but you couldn't see it on TikTok. And also, I don't care if they did. Who gives a fuck what I'm doing in my own personal little corner of the world if I just feel fucking shitty for 5 minutes and sometimes you just have to let your brain do the cringy thing, especially if you're not feeling well. Because if you constantly try to critique yourself and you're like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't do that thing. Then you're going to always just keep all of your emotions inside. And then like Aaron, you're going to end up cheating on everyone you've ever been with. Won't ya?
Why are we talking about that?
Well, I'm just saying you turn around and you're like, that's so fucking cringe. Your response to being sad was going into a garden for 5 years, smoking a ton of weed, talking to no one, and then being like, I'm just so fucking misunderstood. I need to make worms.
I did make worms.
Yeah, you went out into a fucking garden, made a bathtub full of worms, and then you were like, this
sounds
is
like
my
a wholesome way
project.
to heal.
Yeah, but you did it for 5 years. You wanted to do stand-up comedy so bad that you would stand outside comedy clubs in the rain.
Okay.
Like it was your movie moment and be like, I can't go to this open mic yet. I need more jokes about fucking my mom. Like, and then you would go home and write them. You know, you did it I do think that doing anything to heal is admirable. So I do think doing what you did to heal is great, but you didn't learn your fucking lesson because you went out and cheated on another bitch after
wasn't
that.
Even the lesson I was trying to learn.
I don't care.
Whatever was the solution to all my problems.
Oh my God. Whatever lessons you were trying to learn, you didn't learn.
That wasn't the lesson I was trying to learn.
It was only when you got out of the garden.
I was trying to learn the lesson of self-love, and I think I did.
Yeah, I love myself so much.
And you're unlearning it.
I do think you learned how to be more at peace with yourself, but I don't think you were truly at peace with yourself until you got into comedy.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to build the courage.
Yeah, that's not being in the garden. That's going and doing comedy.
I was trying to build the courage.
Yeah, I need 3 years in the garden to build the courage.
I did.
I'm just saying everybody does it different way.
You did like 6.
6 years?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it for 6 years.
4.
Maybe. I don't know. Who cares? But I'm just saying.
Oh, you don't hate.
Oh, so who is you?
Who is
you? Who is you? No, I'm making fun of you.
My favorite Megan lyric, since you're not even gonna ask,
go for it.
is ass like a horse's bitch, I'm gorgeous.
Yeah. I sit high like a horse's.
Oh, I don't even get it right.
Yeah. But you love to say it. The beautiful thing about Aaron
and like the idea of her having a horse ass,
and both of us is like, I think we love a good sound
and like backwards bending knees.
And I'm so used to dating people, any of the men that I've dated who just like don't really care about my music taste as much or think that all my like girl rap is bad. But Aaron will listen to it and then he'll get a lyric he likes and he'll just walk around the house all day and be like, "I say horses, bitch, I'm gorgeous." Or his other favorite one is, "Don't you ever grab a mic and think that me and you competing."
That one just works.
Yeah, he likes that one.
Some talking shit.
All I'm saying, honey, is like, yeah, sure. I dallied around before I started the thing I wanted to start, and so did you. But I don't think it was the garden that got you to a place where you wanted to do it. I think it was like pushing yourself to get out of that helped you.
Yeah, it was a safe
I'm not saying the
place.
garden was bad. I'm just saying it was a comforting little safety net. And it was
me learning to be by myself.
And that's great. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I also learned to be by myself in my tiny little apartment, scrolling through a bunch of TikToks about how I needed to manifest this, and he'll text me in 3 minutes or whatever. Because sometimes you just need to do the stupid thing. And then I would wake up the next day and be like, that's dumb as hell, and I actually don't even want to ever talk to that person again, and I don't align with that and whatever. But when you're not feeling good and you're feeling attached to somebody weirdly and you just feel kind of odd and strange and you don't know how you feel, sometimes you just need to do some cringy shit, and that's fine. I used to do bathtub manifestations. I actually think those might have worked. But what I do believe in, and I do want to clarify that because I do believe in manifesting 100%. I think if you are obsessed with something, if you really want something and you're obsessed with it and you think about it all the time and you do things to kind of like build it up all the time, and it's just in your brain always, your brain is going to find ways to make connections for that because that's what it is learned to do. I think that's actually just very kind of natural for anybody, is that when you have something that's on your mind all the time, then your brain is looking for more evidence to kind of make that happen in the real world. It's like when you have a car that's a specific type of car, you'll see that car a lot more than you would before because you're looking for it, because it's something that you recognize and something that you have as close to you. Just like, if you decide that you love stand-up and you want to do stand-up, going out to mics and making it a big part of your life is naturally going to get you closer to the goal of doing that. Same thing with anything else. Like, oh my God, I see so many things for just like different diets and supplements and all these things. And I'm like, I have a diet for you. It's called a Balenci diet. It's just eat fruits, vegetables, and meats and grains.
Yogurt.
We learned this in grade 4, you guys. We didn't learn how to do our taxes because we were too busy learning about the health wheel. And at least,
pyramid.
Yeah, food pyramid and the health wheel. The health wheel's like all the dairy, grains, fruits, and vegetables, whatever. Fuck, I don't care what shape it was in, whether it was circular or triangular, but just eating healthy is something that we all basically understand. But there's so many things, I've done it too, where it's like you try to get around it by doing all these like fad diets. And like I tried to do the carnivore diet because I hate vegetables. So I was like, I'm just going to eat meat, and that sounds perfect.
Hated it.
Obviously, that's not good for you, and you shouldn't do that.
I hated it.
Yeah, Aaron hated it so much.
I hated it.
But you didn't have to do it. I told you didn't have to do it.
Yeah, but you're the one who cooks. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I was willing to cook you other stuff, and I did.
What am I gonna do?
You just like to do things with me.
What am I gonna?
Yeah. So good at being alone. You really taught yourself how to be alone. Good for you. In the garden. Now he's like, "Where's my wife? Where's my wife? I love my wife." Aaron wants everyone to think he's all
the food
tough
pyramid
guy.
was a scam, right?
See, I don't know about the food pyramid. I just know that we had a wheel.
They put like carbs at the bottom. They're like, you need carbs.
Well, carbs are a fast energy source. It's not bad to have
then
carbs.
They're like, you need tons of meat and you need lots of dairy. There's fruits and vegetables at the bottom. I forget the original one.
I don't know.
Apparently, it's half veg and fruits, quarter whole grains, and a quarter protein.
It is?
It's like barely any meat. It's like your protein should come from like beans.
Who said that? What are you looking up right now? Vegan Living?
Canada's Food Guide.
I think there's a bunch, whatever. We don't need to get too into this. I don't think it's that important. But I just mean like, if you want to become healthy, and I mean, there's been many times in my life where I don't want to be healthy. I just want to eat candy.
Every day.
Yeah, most days. So naturally, it's like I can't sit there and be like, oh man, I'm manifesting being healthy. No, I'm not. I'm eating Skittles. I'm not manifesting anything healthy. I'm just over here eating Skittles. And that's totally fine. But if you want to be healthy, I think maybe manifesting is a part of it. But it's like manifesting it would be thinking about it, actively choosing things that you know are healthier, making choices that are more sustainable, whole foods, whatever the fuck. The only thing I don't want to do, okay, so this is actually one of the reasons that if we're using that specific example of being healthy, because I feel like I always relate everything to like stand up and aesthetics. And it's like, get a new hobby, bitch. Like, figure something else out. Let's talk about food for a second. But no, the only reason I don't want to be healthy is because I don't want to be one of those people that like really gets super healthy and fit and lean and like is feeling great and then has to tell everyone that they're feeling great all the time. Because those people scare me. Like I see people who are like, I used to be 300 pounds and now I'm 150 pounds. I've never been up here in my life and I just absolutely love the gym. You guys will too. Come check out my protein bowl. And like all they talk about is food and fitness. It's like the basic functions of what we're supposed to do as humans is all they can talk about. And I think it's scary. It's scary what happens to your brain. Because I don't even think they're like, there's nothing wrong with these people. It's just that they actually probably feel so good. They feel so good because they're so healthy and they have so much muscle and they're walking around all lean and trim and they're not carrying around any extra things and they're just bouncy and buoyant and having fun. And they're like, look at my granola bowl. And they're feeling so good about themselves. And they're like, I just made salmon and asparagus and I feel amazing. So they just feel the need to like tell everyone because they feel so good. But then it's like, what else are we talking about? I don't want to just talk about that. Gotta have some more well-rounded interests. Anyway, but yeah, I think manifesting is good. I think you should try to manifest different stuff for yourself. Manifest a new flag for your country. If we didn't flog that enough, I think we should. Do we do it? Do we do a little quickie episode?
I feel like this Canada Day is going to be a fun one.
You say that every year.
No, because this one, everyone's patriotic again.
Oh, right, because we don't want to be involved with the states.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's still like...
Of course, but I think this time...
Maybe.
Yeah.
You have hope. You love Canada Day. That's your shame.
It's my deepest.
It's your deepest shame. Is that you love Canada Day.
Oh, I know.
Aaron's so proud of Canada. He loves CBC. He loves Canada.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to.
You're not supposed to?
Well,
You can love Canada. You can love Canada.
It's problematic.
No,
For sure.
not really.
For sure.
No.
But,
To love Canada?
This one, I think everyone's gonna be partying.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think it's problematic to love Canada. I think you have to understand Canada and all of it and not just love like the parts that are convenient. But I think Canada means a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of CBC. I understand a lot of it. But I also want to go to a sick house party where everyone wears red and we get really drunk.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be so sick. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. During the day in this middle of the blazing sun.
That is a nice part about a July party. Is that you just get to be out in the middle. The Americans, they do it up. The 4th of July,
And
fuck. They have so
fun.
many hot dogs.
And fireworks.
You've never seen that many hot dogs. And Uncle Sam, who I don't know, is he a problem?
No,
He's not?
it's Samuel Jackson now.
Right. After the Kendrick show,
Yeah.
of course.
Different.
We pay respect.
Yeah.
Samuel L. I love that he just added the L. What if I was just Cassidy B. Furman?
That's
You
terrible.
were just Aaron B. Campbell.
That's kind of
Aaron B. Campbell. Aaron B. Campbell. Aaron B. Quick. Aaron jump over a nimble stick.
The candlestick.
No, candlestick. Yeah, not
Yeah.
nimble stick. No, it's Jack B. Nibble, Jack B. Crib, Jack over the candlestick. I just couldn't figure it out in the moment.
Candlestick.
Nimble. Oh, Campbell stick.
So
So stupid. That's so dumb. How long have we been doing this?
you're good. Wrap it up.
Yeah? Okay.
Wrap it up.
Okay, great. You're welcome for all the wonderful advice. I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast. Cassidy's famous advice coming to you live. I hope you thought that was fun. I had a good time, but thank you all for listening. I appreciate you. I will still answer a personal question if you have one.
For the love of God.
For the freaking fuck. Don't make me talk about flags anymore. If I have to talk about flags for one more episode, no, please ask me a question. Askthepodcass@gmail.com. If you're hearing this, for fucking, just ask me about anything. Ask me about anything. Even if I have no idea about it, it's me. I'll figure out something to say. It might not be accurate or right or respectful, but it'll be something. And I hope you're all having a great start to the summer. I hope the vitamin D is hitting you just right. I hope you're feeling freaky and fun and fly. I hope you're walking around like, I'm going out. I don't know. That's my wish for all of you for this week. So feel it up. Be a maid in Manhattan. Be a maid elsewhere. Do whatever you need. Be in Manhattan. Be not in Manhattan. Just make it. Thank you all for listening so much. I appreciate you. Have a good night, honeys. See you next time.
Is Made in Manhattan about a maid in Manhattan?
Yes.
I had no idea.
Oh, Aaron.